Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we've got some lovely news about the Pokemon trading card game that we need to take a little bit of a look at, and we need to start off with the mats that were given out at the Latin American International Championships this past weekend. Because, oh my goodness, they're amazing. Now, we started off seeing the competitive mat, and that was fine. It was lovely. It's a very, very good mat. It's a nice mat. I think we're using the image from Tabletop Village here over on Twitter, and you've got the Gen 1 Eevees, your Eevee, your Jolteon, your Vaporeon, and your Flareon. And you can see the competitor lanyard there. And you can actually see the deck box with 2023 internationals, bearing in mind, I know it is 2022 at the moment, but it's the 2023 season, with Umbreon and Espeon, and everyone saw that and they were like, oh, that's cool. And then, of course, we started thinking, well, does that mean that we're going to do this for a bunch of different internationals? And then as we get into different internationals, we're going to have different Eeveelutions being featured. That seemed like a fairly sensible prediction. But no, ladies and gentlemen, no, we're not. Because then we started seeing some of the other mats, and these are amazing. So Tabletop Village also gave us this image of the top 8 mat, and you may notice that it features your others other than Sylveon. So you've got your pair of Leafeon and Glaceon, and your pair of Umbreon and Espeon. And because it's got Umbreon on especially, this is going to be more sought after, but it's a top 8 mat. Yeah. That is awkward, ladies and gentlemen. That is awkward. Because that is another one that people are going to be very, very keen to be going for. Because it is a whole kind of top 8 mat. And it's got Umbreon on. But you're only getting it for top 8. And round we go. But there is also a different one coming in for the champion here. So we've got Eevee again. But then we've got Glaceon, Leafeon, and Sylveon. So we got another little different mix, so to speak. And these mats are just very, very cool. We've also got a sneak look at the staff mat here, which does feature the Gen 1 Eevees, but is different from the competitor mat. Same Eeveelutions as the competitor mat, but different in the way they're actually arranged. And this is just wonderful. Again, we don't know what the promo card is. We didn't see the promo card. But these mats are going to be very, very sought after. If it is like previous years, I believe we're going to see basically the same mat. Now, as in for all the internationals. You will notice they do have Latin America in the corner. So even if they're different mats, even if they're the same mats, they're still going to have different logos of Oceania Internationals, European Internationals, North American Internationals. There are going to be ways to tell them apart. But I had to show you these mats. They are just awesome. I wanted to make sure I had all the mats before I showed them to you and showed you all the different ones for staff and champion and top 8 and all of that good stuff. But the Eeveelutions are very, very, very popular. Like super crazy popular. And now we got a little collection of different mats, all of which look amazing. And some of which are going to be printed in quite low numbers. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck. I will at least be at the European International Championships, so at least there will be a chance for me to get at least one of these over in Europe. So that would be quite nice. In other news, there is a cool tournament going on over in Korea to celebrate the release of Paradigm Trigger. Shout out to Poker Guardian for making us aware of this news. And what is extremely cool about this particular tournament is that you can go and get yourself this playmat. Yeah, apparently it's a playmat heavy video today. I don't know what you want from me. This is the news. It's alright, we'll talk about some non-playmats in a minute, I promise. But what is extremely cool here is that you can get this playmat, and this is clearly the artwork of Paradigm Trigger, but it's the full artwork. Generally speaking, the booster pack looks cool, but the booster pack is just kind of the sliver of the artwork. It's condensed, it's tall and narrow. Here, they've taken the artwork of Paradigm Trigger And they've done stretched it, ladies and gentlemen. They've done stretched it good. Plus, it says Champion on, and it says Pokemon Card Shop. It's got the Pokemon Korea logo on. It's just cool, honestly. It is extremely cool. And yeah, this is the kind of stuff about which I can get pretty gosh darned excited. I don't think I'm probably going to make my way over to Korea to try and join in with this. But regardless, this is pretty cool. Speaking of going a long way to get something really very cool, over in Malaysia, Singapore, and the Philippines, you can get yourself a Pokemon TCG clear file. I know. Now, the clear files are basically, and they're a big thing over in Japan. So over in Japan, they do this a lot. Over on the Pokemon Center online, where you can buy these clear files, and basically they're A4 size, and you use them to put your important papers in. They're kind of cool, honestly, and they're the kind of thing you don't see used as merchandise over here. But for instance, I just got one of these in the post in the past couple of days. I got, and I'm pretty gosh darned excited about this, I got the Christmas clear file, and it was rather lovely. But there are a whole bunch of them. They've just done ones for Scarlet and Violet. I mean, here is a little... I literally just searched for file over on the Pokemon Center online, and you can see a bunch of the different designs they're rolling here, and you can see they're like 300 to 400 yen, which is absurdly cheap. Like the higher end ones here that are coming in at a whopping like 450 yen. You know, they're the really big, expensive ones, 450 yen. That's about as high as they get. What does that work out as in terms of dollars? Like $3. These are not expensive things, but there's a bunch of them, and they're slightly translucent, so you can kind of see what's inside a little bit. And they've got lovely artwork on. And there are a bunch of them that they do sell over in Japan. But now, and I will be honest with you, right? These ones, as far as it goes... these are about the coolest of them. Because they're giant Pokemon cards. But as clear files. And I cannot be the only one that thinks this is extremely cool. I kind of want these. The problem is, they're not being given out over here or anywhere remotely close to over here. It is a little bit sad, ladies and gentlemen. But what can you do? So the deal is that you spend over 88 Singaporean dollars on the Pokemon TCG, and you get one of the Pokemon TCG clear files, and there are 3 different Pokemon versions. Gotta collect them all. And I think in terms of, and I don't mean anything mean when I say this, they have gone for the low-hanging fruit here. We got Pikachu, Charizard, and Mewtwo. Pokemon have basically gone, right, which Pokemon are obscenely popular? Oh, Pikachu, Charizard, and Mewtwo. Let's just use them. But what you've basically got here are giant versions of the cards. And remember, these are A4 files. These are A4 versions of the cards being used as these card files. And I just find that amazing. It is the Charizard V Max that was originally in Darkness Ablaze, the Pikachu VMAX, the Pikachu Wants a Hug VMAX that was in Celebrations, and then you got the Mewtwo V, the one that originally came around in Pokemon Go. And yeah, that's kind of awesome, honestly. It's a little bit weird, but I do love this. 88 Singaporean dollars for anyone that's interested. Is apparently $64. I'm doing it on xe.com here, and let me know if I'm being really dumb in the comment section. But it seems to be, you know, SGD, Singaporean dollars, and this is a Singapore promotion. And I put that into xe.com, and 88 Singaporean dollars came out as 64 US dollars, which seems high for a promotion like this. Now, you can kind of scale it up. So if you spend 176, you get 2, or 264, you get 3. But 264 is exactly treble 88, and 176 is exactly double 88. So it's not exactly saving you as you go. Weirder news, I think it's fair to say. But I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I like these. And I would be, I'd be kind of happy about this, honestly, ladies and gentlemen. I would be pretty gosh darn happy about this. Oh, and VSTAR Universe has been shown off in Hong Kong and Taiwan, and they've shown us the artwork. I have very little to add about this because it's the same set as in Japan. It's going to be exactly the same set, just with traditional Chinese writing rather than Japanese. But it's there and it's cool, and I thought it was worth mentioning. So there we go. That's what you need to know, ladies and gentlemen. That's some weirder news today. Certainly the Eevee mats are going to make people go crazy, but some of this other stuff is extremely cool as well. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to the stage where I can get these clear files, but I'm going to be honest with you, the Pokemon nerd in me kind of wants them. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's over to you guys. I want to know what you think about all of this. I want to know if you picked up the Eevee mat. I want to know which Eevee mat you think is the best. I want to know anything you want to tell me. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games and all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel. You can get some bonus podcasts where I answer all of your questions. You can join a Discord and have a good old chat with us. And yeah, just have an awful lot of fun. I want to get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Noah Zoldak, who's been a supporter of ours for a couple of years now, and is a very lovely person indeed. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.